We're gonna head out, get some pose. Yeah. Coming down on it, down. Yeah. All right, Tula. What's up? You're trying to eat my blanket, are you? You better chill with that. You got some more blanket over there. All right. You got an extra blanket now. It's all good. That's for you. I don't care. You can have it. Just don't eat it. All right. You better not eat my blankie, fool. You're gonna get a spanky if you eat my blankie. Y'all better know. You like that too? You get an extra blanket in case it's chilly, okay? It's all good. All right, let me hook up my Mac, Dom. Better respect. I'm gonna hook up my Mac, G. Ooh. My Mac's gonna need some dragon shit, boy. Do this over here. There's no distractions, Dom. Delicious. Ooh. Delicious. All right, here we go. Whatever. Just get it done. Yeah. Ooh. Try to be messing with my boys, Dom. Have to get down. Oh, about to get on. About to get it on. About to call John. Chill by the pond. Okay. You like? Hey, you like your blankie? Okay. Enjoy your blankie too. Don't eat it. So it's like, yeah, I should pick up the whole thing. Yeah, I heard AJ Armstrong's defense team still wants to try to get him off murdering his parents, but it's like motherfucker's guilty as fuck. Is the problem? He's guilty as sin. He's already had 3 trials in Houston, Texas. All right, so there's a guy, a young black male called AJ Armstrong, and he murdered his parents. Um, his father was in the NFL, and he was a millionaire, and he was a really successful guy, and his wife, I believe, was fairly successful herself, but her father, but the Armstrong family was mainly the main breadwinner was their father, who was in the NFL, and then he became, I think, a U of H coach or something, for football. So his whole life was really successful, multimillionaire. Uh, Antonio Armstrong Sr. All right. So this wasn't a black on white crime or white on black crime or anything like that. This wasn't like O.J. Simpson or the George Floyd, or this was black on black crime. Only body who's white is his blonde girlfriend. That's his baby mama. Okay, and she was probably just around because she thought the guy was going to be a millionaire and be real successful like his father. Or she was going to live happily ever after. Something like that. Well, when the jury realized that Antonio Armstrong Jr. was a cold-blooded killer, they convicted him and sentenced him to 20 years to life in prison for murder of its. Well, actually, I think it might be life in prison. I don't think it's 20 years to life. I think it's just life, with maybe a possibility of parole, since he killed his mom and his dad. So that's like, if it was one murder, he might have got out in 20 years at like 40 something. But now he's not getting out. Probably for the rest of his life. And their son and grandchildren will get to meet their father in jail, and then one day he'll get out or something when they're all way older. Now, his father was a millionaire, but I think that Antonio Armstrong Jr. had a sister and a brother. So he's probably not going to get any of his father's money now, even though he was like one of the main heirs. And so if his plan was to kill his parents so he could do what he wants and take their money and take their shit, then that plan has backfired. If that was indeed the plan, to get rid of his parents to take their shit. Antonio Armstrong, Senior. Yeah. Okay. Oh, he was on the San Francisco 49ers, Miami Dolphins, St. Louis Rams, British Columbia Lions, Winnipeg Blue Bombers. All right. So why did he kill both his parents? Um, Probably because he thought he was going to be one of the only heirs and that he was going to get off. He was going to get away with it, he probably thought. So it was probably like his parents saying, "You got to get your shit together and stop partying, and you got to start taking on responsibility as a young man." And he was 16, and they were probably like, "Well, if you're going to get a nice car, you need to go to work and get a job, and you need to get." Maybe AJ thought that he didn't have to do nothing, that he was just the son of a wealthy family, and he didn't have to do shit. He was probably just like, "Gimme, gimme, gimme. I don't want to have to do any work for it." Or they put down rules for him because he was partying or something like that. I think there's some wealthy kids who know how lucky they are, and they take the opportunities with a smile on their face, and they do well in life, and they put in hard work, and they're okay. I think there's some kids with affluenza that they think the reverse, that they um, don't have to put any effort that their parents got, are going to fit the bill or something like that. So I think, like any other people, there's good apples and there's bad apples. Ooh. So I think what it is, but besides the affluenza, I think that, like, especially an affluent uh, young black male, he probably thinks in his head that, well, since I committed a double murder, that I'm going to get special treatment because I'm going to play my race card, even though it wasn't a white. It's not like he killed white people, or it wasn't like it was white on black crime or something. So there was really no race card to play, except hey, please show mercy on me. I'm a young black man. I have potential, or something like that. So they still, defense attorneys, when they're defending, even, like, unfortunately, young black males these days, they try to play the race card even if there's no card to play. So they want sympathy for the media, even though they're like cold-blooded killers or whatever. So what they'll do is they'll get a cold-blooded killer who's a young man, like Antonio Armstrong, or they'll get what's his face, the Frisco guy, Carmelo Anthony, and basically in court they'll say, "Oh, look at this fine young man. Oh, be easy on him, jury. He's made some mistakes. He's killed some people, but go easy on him. He's a young black man with tons of, even though he killed somebody or killed a few people in cold blood murder, they're like, oh, look," and they dress him up. They're defense attorneys. They raise all this money, and they dress them up in stylish suits and go, oh, look, and they show their high school graduation and their football picture and all that shit. And, they try to make it seem like they're some innocent, sweet boys. when they've killed a person or two. And that's just defense lawyers' trickery, but that's what they try to do. They try to show somebody who was in the wrong, that show their smiling high school picture like they're just innocent, sweet, innocent people. It's a trick that most people can see through, but some people, some jurors might actually fall for it. So the defense is hoping that if they show the smiling high school picture to the jury, that they'll forget that they killed somebody or killed a few people or something like that. Look at this sweet young man. Look at this sweet young boy. Ooh. Oh, he's so sweet and innocent. Ooh. I don't think that I honestly don't think that Antonio Armstrong Jr. is going to get another trial because he's already had 3 trials, and you can't have. I don't think you can have more than 3 trials, and definitely you can't have double, and you can't be tried for the same crime twice. I'm sorry, you can't be convicted of the same crime twice. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. He's just like, man, I want to get out of here, and his wife with their baby, but he's not going anywhere if he's convicted of murdering his parents. He's not going fucking anywhere. It doesn't matter if he's black, he's white, he's Mexican, he's Chinese. It doesn't matter what race he is. He's not fucking going anywhere. Now, Carmelo Anthony, if he can't prove a self defense, he's screwed. So he'll probably get 20 years in jail. And by that time, he would be almost 40 or something. He could still marry a chick and have a few kids, but I don't know what kind of life they're gonna have. No income. Oh, that trial's not to June 1st, 2026. Yeah, maybe they're trying to delay the trial to hoping that people won't be pissed. Okay, April 2nd, 2025. I thought the defendants have a right to a speedy trial. Yeah, that's not they delayed it for some reason. Try to the DA or something's trying to get him out on a light sentence for murder because he's black. That's why. I don't know if that'll go well. I mean, the jury still might remember, the case, so it'll still be pissed. Yeah, maybe the defense team and the DA hopes that maybe a year has gone by and the people have forgotten about the case or something. try this. Boom. Yeah, that's what I need. Booyah. Yeah. So the idea is delay. And I guess they're hoping to screen some jurors. Have you heard about this case? What are your opinions? And then they'll probably try to pick people that say, like, oh, I haven't heard about this case. Or maybe they're trying to pick people that are like, oh, well, he was just a young man. I know he stabbed a dude through the fucking heart, but maybe let's give him the benefit of the doubt or something. So even though he stabbed a man and killed him through the chest. Yeah, maybe I don't know, they're trying some kind of angle to get him off, get him a light sentence or something. Yeah, that'll be an interesting trial because, yeah. Carmelo, he sounds like a candy, like Caramello or something. Like Rolo or something. Carmelo. The way these people name their fucking kids is ridiculous. Carmelo. So the Carmelo comedy will begin June 1st, 2026. They probably moved it out of Frisco, Texas to try to get the DA trying to get some Afro-friendly jurors, probably. Some social justice jurors. But yeah, I think this trial is going to be. Nothing is ever going to be as big as the trial of the century, of the 20th century. There's never going to be a trial like O.J. Simpson ever again. That dude was rich and famous and had the amazing defense team and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, some no-name guy can get like, some kind of, Black Panther extremist group or something to fund his defense, but nothing's gonna be like the dough that O.J. Simpson had. That's nobody's gonna have the dough that Sean Diddy Combs had, like these guys, Antonio Armstrong Jr. and Carmelo Anthony. They don't have the bread to get the Johnny Cochran Kardashian dream team and shit. They can get a nice house, they can get a nice security team, they can get a nice cars, they can get a lot of bling bling for a while, but the gravy train is going to run out. Yeah. So I'm interested in seeing that trial, seeing what the sentence is going to be. Seeing if the seeing if the guy gets away with murder or if he gets a heavy sentence by the jury. We'll see. We'll see what happens after during June 2026. Yeah. Dun, dun. There we go. Yeah. Kill that obsidian fox. Ooh, no. Oh yeah. No, it's just interesting justice, in terms of if you look at somebody like Diddy, a normal person that beat the shit out of a woman and child trafficked people and did all that shit, drug trafficking, arms, multiple charges, firearm charges, uh, indecency with minors, all that shit. Somebody like that would have got fucking 30 years in prison, but he's a billionaire, so he only got 4 years basically, if that. So it is kind of fascinating. O.J. Simpson got away with killing two people, and because he was a millionaire, and he could afford the Dream Team. Uh, Antonio Armstrong Jr. could not get away with murder because he couldn't play any race cards or anything because he has killed his own parents. He's black and they're black, so there's no social justice card to play at that point. So on that one, he was just trying to be like, "Oh, woe is me, young black man." Oh, but it didn't work. The people weren't fucking falling for it because they knew he was guilty as shit. So this trial, Austin Metcalf murder by Carmelo Anthony with a knife through his chest. This is going to be an interesting trial. See how much money this boy can raise to try to get his ass out of jail. I don't think he's going to get no Diddy sentence 4 years, but he might get a lighter sentence at 10. He's not going to get a Diddy, I'm a billionaire, haha, sentence. Hey, I love you, Tuna. You like your blankie? I hope so. Got your blankie. Monster Melissa direct hit at Jamaica? Whoa. Wow. Ho ho. It looks like the Mega Millions has went up to $754 million. All right. Ooh. Yeah, I don't expect to win the whole thing. I just want to win I just want to win, win a few numbers or something like that. So I just want to have a hit on it. Yeah, just a few bites in the lake. Yeah, just a few nice catch some fish in the pond. That's about it. Not the whole whale, but just a few bites. Yeah. If you're a fisherman, you want to go home and with some fish, right? That's well, if you don't go home with fish, then you don't eat, or you and your family don't eat. So yeah, that's the life of the fisherman, or at least used to be anyway. Yeah, this sword sucks wings. Let me soup up some of our weapons here. Then we need to get up. We need to get to a barbecue. Oh man. So was that right on the news? It was 30,000 jobs lost at Amazon, and then it was what UPS is laying off. What they must have been. Did they say 38,000 jobs? Holy shit! Right before uh, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Man, this is gonna be a hell. This is gonna be a hellish fucking end of the year. I tell you what, man. If you don't win that $1 billion, the Mega Millions, oh shit. Yeah, it's gonna be a. Hey girl, oh, are you enjoying the dancing? Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun too. Oh. So if it gets chilly, then Bella can snug, and then I'll snug with Tula, get her blankies, and then I'll get the blankies for Bella Boop. And then I'll have enough blankies. If it gets really cold, like down to 20, it's just going down to 50s and 40s right now. No big deal. So it should be, yeah. Probably bust out instead of just wearing my shorts. Yeah, it'd been so hot from like April all the way to um, April all the way to now, basically. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 7 months of just heat hell, heat and humidity hell in Houston, Texas. And then finally, we got some relief. I think the fall and the winter is officially here, and the heat won't, the real nasty shit, the 80s and the 90s and above won't return, hopefully, until next April at least. So, yeah, gonna enjoy some good fall and winter months of the coolness. I like that. Get some relief and uh, give the shorts a rest and start wearing some pajamas and sweatpants. So, it's good. Yeah, since it's not so hot, maybe I can do some more exercise, lose some weight, and so maybe I can fit into my blue jeans again, like the old days. Yeah, that'd be a goal. Uh, That'd be a rock and goal. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Ooh, that went up to 84. All right. Made like a super weapon on that one. All right. Cleoc Thunderhorn. Nice. Oh, shit. Okay. Got the Gerudo Claymore. Yeah. We got another badass weapon. The Thunder Cleoc Blade. Gonna hit you with my Gleoc, biatch. Okay. Not such a badass weapon, but decent. Let me get my Reaper over here. Ooh, that went up. Oh, that went up to 76. That's pretty good. All right. We're souping up the weaponry. So, but then we have to get some more barbecue because, well, you got to get into the barbecue. Yeah, I think for those that were on the Biden-Harris administration and in conjunction with the Clintons and Obama and Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, I don't think all of them will be punished for their crimes and their illegal, unconstitutional persecutions of the former and future president of the United States, Donald John Trump. But I think Donald Trump is a man that I think this is pretty much how he works. Like he may let you slide for a little bit, but and he doesn't want it to be obvious that he's going to get revenge or retribution on you. Uh, but he is not going to forget that you fucked him, and so he is going to hurt you, but it's not going to be on your time. So I knew that Donald Trump once. I knew he had a massive job of cleaning up the mess and the disaster of the Biden-Harris administration, or the de facto third term of Barack Hussein Obama. Um, but I knew that he wasn't just going to get into office and start persecuting Jack Smith and the Bidens, and Biden pardoned most of his family anyway for the Biden crime family, so they got away with it pretty much. But I knew he would. I knew that the people that were not protected by presidential pardons were Letitia James, Jack Smith, Fonnie Willis, and Alvin Bragg. And I knew he was going to go after them, but he wasn't going to do it right when he got back into office. He wasn't going to start going after his political opponents that one day. He was going to slow roll it over his presidency. So I kind of figured that, from the jump, that he was going to sneakily go after them one by one and make their lives hell, and prosecute them with the Department of Justice that was weaponized against him during the Biden-Harris administration, and the Attorney General Merrick Garland. So I knew he was going to get retribution. I knew he was going to get revenge, but I knew he wouldn't do it in one day. I knew he wouldn't do it in the first few months. So I guess Letitia James is up next. Fonnie Willis, I don't think he's going to go after her too much. I think she kind of disgraced herself with her, cheating scandal or whatever. So Jack Smith, oh yeah, he's going down. I don't know if there's anything, he can do about Alvin Bragg, but Letitia James, the New York Attorney General, she's going down for sure for fraud. Yeah. So Letitia James made her whole uh, Attorney General of New York platform that she was going after Trump. So now he's coming after her. But uh, my theory is that Jack Smith and Fannie Willis and Alvin Bragg and Letitia James and all these characters, they probably thought that if they betrayed Trump, that he wasn't going to be reelected. They probably were hoping that uh, Joe Biden would be reelected, or Kamala Harris, or Gavin Newsom, or somebody else. But they were wrong, and they made a stupid gamble, a pretty idiotic gamble. A gamble that might not just cost them their careers and their professional lives, but a gamble that's basically going to cost them for some of them their freedom. As they attempted to take away Trump's freedom and his money. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, I guess. Do you like when the shoe is on the other foot? How does it feel now? Oh. Gonna toy him. Going to toy rim, that sounds like a sexual activity. The, I'm gonna go to toy rim. That girl. Ah. What? You know what I mean. The Gona toy rim. Don't confuse it with Skyrim. But that has steering stand fans. Booyah. Oh, this one has fans and flame emitters. Is UPS layoffs really 48,000 people? What? 48,000? Oh my gosh. Holy shit. Yeah, there's a humanoid robot called Neo. Humanoid home robot. There's a humanoid home robot called Neo. Oh Lord. Neo Gamma is the next generation of home humanoids designed and engineered by 1X Technologies. The Neo. Got to be fucking kidding me. Neo. There is no spoon, Neo. Wouldn't a robot be weird? It would just be like you'd You would be trying to tell jokes or do something human, and it wouldn't get it. It would just be all. It would be like that dorky guy that always corrects you. Like it would just be lame. Like if you're trying to be funny, there's always that guy that like tries to correct you. Like, well, actually, it's not like that. It would just be like a it would just be a form of like Debbie Downer or something all the time. It would just be like being around Commander Data or Mr. Spock. It would just be like, what a fucking buzzkill that would be. I guess if it helped you do laundry or something, maybe that'd be. It'd still be creepy as fuck though. Did I put fruit in there? Oh yeah, put fruit in here, dude. Oh yeah, I wasn't at the barbecue, huh? Uh-uh. I was thinking about too much about Neo the robot. Who said that? Like, let me know when they have a robot that jerks me off. Somebody said that. Some comedian, I forgot who said it. Let me know when they have a robot that jerks me off. I'm sure I could look it up, but I don't feel like typing that in right. I don't feel like typing that into the search. Let me know when there's a robot that can jerk me off. uh, I'm not typing that in my computer, fool. Hey. Mm, mm, mm. Give me the robo jerk off. Robo jerk. What? Oh, I don't feel like putting on my snow shit because I'm about to leave. Dog. About to leave, dog. Mm, this bad boy together. Put on my chill shroom. Yeah, 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 yeah. I have a lot of fish. Whoa, that's a lot of fish. That's from Godzilla. I didn't watch that movie. I knew it sucked. I was like, I think they had like a hot chick in it, but I was like, I wasn't that desperate when I was like 17, 18. I was like, oh, there's plenty of time to get hot girls. I got all the time in the world. And then you're like 61 day, like, oh shit. You're like, well, that was stupid. Yeah, but Godzilla was just like Matthew Broderick. I thought they were just trying to rip. They were trying to rip off Jurassic Park or some shit. It looked like they just got like the Godzilla brand name, and then they just like try to make it like Jurassic Park, and then I mean, Matthew Broderick was kind of good in like Ferris Bueller's Day Off and War Games. He was kind of likable in those movies, but uh, actually, I like the Cable Guy, and yeah, the Cable Guy I thought was like a yeah. So yeah, I thought the Cable Guy was brilliant, but usually that guy, I don't really like his movies, except for just a few. And Godzilla was just a fucking that shit. Godzilla 1998. That was just bullshit. Godzilla. That was horrible. Coming down like Thor and Wakanda, dog. You know that it's on the coming down like Wakanda. Can we make it? We're gonna try. Central Hyrule Sky. Archipelago. Here we are. Yay! We made it here. To this place. Do they have barbecue? I'm looking for the ancient barbecue. Hello. Is anyone homeless? What is this place for? Having an existential crisis. You just wanted to say existential crisis tonight. That was the whole plan the whole time. And to give me some chicken. Ooh. Yeah, that's the problem with getting high. You're like, I did what now? Yeah. It's not when you're high that you're not having a good time. It's when afterwards you're like, your logical brain comes in like, what? I ate a whole bucket of KFC? Shit, I must have been really high. I drove to Taco Bell. I don't remember that. Because I got high. They had the old song that was like, because I got high. But there's something funny like the next day, if you do toke up, and you're like, oh man, I ate 8 pieces of fried chicken. What? Or like let's say five, like I did. Then you kind of laugh at it, like I ate 5 pieces of KFC. What the fuck? Man, I had the fucking munchies. onion beef right here. Well, I was hoping this island had a barbecue for me, but energizing steam meat. Oh yeah, energizing steam, baby. Ooh, steamy. All the selections here. All right, 2 herbs, a few carrots. Put yourself a tomato in there. Yeah. Okay. So is Donald Trump going to go to? Is he after the Hurricane Melissa? Is he going to go to Jamaica and hand out toilet paper like he did in the first term? When there was a hurricane in the Caribbean, he went there and he was passing out toilet paper. It was kind of funny. I hope he does pass out toilet paper again. I hope he's like throwing rolls of toilet paper at people and shit. What was that? Puerto Rico or something? I want to see some toilet paper handing out by the president. That'd be great. I'll be disappointed in the second term if there's not at least a bit of toilet paper passing out. Toilet paper relief. Uh, Dispensing of toiletries. I know most people will be very disappointed. Maybe it could be some toiletries and some bottled water this time. I really don't know if Donald Trump is going to go like straight from the Asian summit in South Korea with China. I don't know if he's going to fly directly back and then oversee in CENTCOM the destruction of Nicolas Maduro and the war in Venezuela, or if he's going to go into Hurricane Melissa relief and go down on the ground and throw out toilet paper. So we'll see what happens. Will there be toilet paper relief in Haiti and Cuba and Jamaica? Oh. Yeah, I think some of those like TikTok people, some of the people that are from the United States, they're like, oh, we're stuck in Jamaica. But I almost feel like they had time to get out, but they just wanted to make good social media. Like they wanted to get like a good GoFundMe going or something. Like they wanted just to grift on money, I think. Like, oh, we're stuck in this horrible storm, and oh, send us money, please. Yeah, I think some people social media are trying to increase their social media, you know, views, and they're not thinking, oh, I'm putting my life in danger. I think some of those people, honestly, some of those people are gonna die. I hate to say that. Some people might actually survive it and make some good videos. Like, hey, we're Americans in Jamaica, yeah. We're riding out the storm from our hotel, like, and they make some good videos and stuff. But some of those people might actually just fucking die because they're trying to get a good grift going. Unfortunately. Yeah, so I don't think all those people that are staying behind that are like from America are doing it for the right reasons or that they actually got stuck there. I think some of those people, that was their plan to get stuck there so they could raise money or be in a disaster zone or something, get some kind of relief package or whatever. Because the in a place where people are Jamaican, yeah, they speak English, some people, and but in Cuba and Haiti, they don't speak English, and so it's safer to be in Jamaica, I think, and oh, I love you too, honey. Yeah, I think some of those people are full of shit. Oh, we plan to get out of here, yeah. Oh, me and my girlfriend plan to get out of here, yeah. But then they're talking to the media. You know what I mean? Like, listen to my story because they're trying to get fucking airtime on the U.S. media, on the world media. I mean, think about it. Do I think that all the American people they got stuck there and because it was just too late? I don't believe that for a second. I think people got stuck in the storm so they could get money, so they could grift, so they could get relief package. Yeah, I think some people are trying to increase their social media views or their ratings or their vlogs. They want to get more media attention. Yeah, I hate to say that there's people out there that want to profit from disaster, but there's lots of grifters out there. So okay, yeah. I hope there's not many dead that are Americans. Um, but I don't think all the Americans in Jamaica and in the Caribbean didn't have time to escape. That's all I'm saying. I don't actually believe that. Okay, so after doing that. Nice shot. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go into sleep mode. How do I sleep so well? Well, my secret is, um, I do a lot during the day, exercise and all that, and take care of the dogs. That takes a lot. Cooking for everybody, taking care of the dogs, feeding myself and everyone. That takes a considerable. Plus personal exercising. Um, and then, it's pretty easy to detune at night. I usually have a glass of milk if I can, and keep some water around. And then I put on something, or I just turn everything off. And I keep my phone away from my bed now, and then I try to at least go to bed by a certain time. Um, I used to like to stay up until 3 and watch movies and stuff, but I've stopped doing that. And then wake up at 10 every day. I think ever since Tula wakes me up a little bit earlier, so that would make me groggy if I stayed up real late. So so I try to go to bed at least by like 1 or 2 because Tula comes like a vengeance, like 8 in the morning, 8 or 9, and I can't hit that 10 a.m. sweet spot all the time. I want to fight this monster, huh? Yeah. Hold on a second. I think I might. Well, save this monster for the next time, huh? Yeah. So the monster fight would take a while, like at least I don't know, 10, 10, 15 minutes or something. Peace.